The following may contain language which will be offensive to some people and inappropriate for children. Still here? Then pour your favorite beverage and let's get this fucking show started.
Fantastic Forum, assemble! You're watching Fantastic Forum, the premier show about comic books and your live weekly conversation about entertainment and geek culture. We are the Fantastic Forum, coming to you live and direct from the Hall of F. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, as the case may be, depending on where you are in the world. And if you're not, you should stick with us. We'll help you take it up a notch. You have the usual suspects in the building. First, he is our riddle inside of an enigma trapped in Chinese finger cuffs. You don't know him. You love him anyway. He's our silent assassin, Jay.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you might be on a little bit of a delay, Jay. It's okay, though.
I don't know who to blame for that.
That's fair. That's fair.
I didn't know he was fine there.
Right. He's our friggin' intrepid senior reporter. He's next in line for the cow. He's our resident Dark Knight detective. It's Oz.
There's too many buttons now. Like, I'm worried I'm gonna shut something down.
You got it, Oz. You're good. You're good.
As long as you don't hit the big red one.
Right.
That's
Next.
my bookmarks though. Like, I hit that area.
Well, either way, it'll give you an option to say yes or no. So just say no if you hit it. I think I hit it last week by mistake too.
Oh Jesus! How many times have we come close to the show ending prematurely? My God.
Never. We're always late.
Right. You're right. Next, he's the backbone, the pillar, the strength of Fantastic Forum, our nigh invulnerable brawler and resident strongman, Moses Magnum. Indeed. As for myself, my name's Lawrence Young. They call me Mayor Young. Welcome to Fantastic Forum. We got a great show for you today because we are going to be talking to you all about a number of good things. We're going to talk about Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, comic book series published by IDW. We're going to be talking to you all about the season premiere of, season 14, I think, of Doctor Who. And we're going to be talking to you all about the season finale
Are you sure it's
X-Men.
14?
I think it's 14, or at least of the modern thing, I think. Or actually, it might be period, actually. I think it's 14, but I could be wrong.
No, it's period. It's like 45.
The series and seasons are different for
the last Doctor
things,
was 13, so this is the 14th Doctor, technically.
Okay, but still, I'm not sure how that all works.
I think it's 15.
Technically.
Okay.
No, 14.
Oh, well, I'm glad we got that straightened out.
You hear the pettiness on that? You hear I'm glad we figured out I was correct the first time you interrupted me with y'all nonsense.
And we're going to talk about the season finale of X-Men 97. So we got all that going on.
97?
And of course, whatever else it is that you all want to talk about. But yeah, we'll tell you how to do that in just a moment. But before we do, we want to make sure that we thank Mr. Scott Rubin, because without him, the show would not exist. So thank you, Scott Rubin. Hope you're doing well, good sir. And with that said, let's have the intern do their thing.
Want to get in on the action? Call Fantastic Forum on Skype and join the fun. Too shy to call in? That's okay. You can join the Discord chat room available at
FantasticForum.live.
Join the party. You know you want to.
All right.
Want to get in on the action? Call Fantastic Forum on Skype.
Run it back. That's how hot the track is. It's like, bah, 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 bah. So,
we don't have an air horn.
I mean, look, I'm sure Oz has an air horn.
I could try and get one. Do you
I
have
like-
one, Alice?
I don't know that we need one.
I have
You brought it up.
I have horn rumbling high pitched key of B.
Oh, play that. See, that's what we need. We need that.
Airplane flying by.
Out of all the risers, like
What now?
that's like a riser. We could do better.
I have a sad trombone.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
see
nice.
that we need. That we
Yeah.
need. We have plenty of use for sad trombones.
Put it
The
in our
air
background
horn?
music.
It should be our background music. Damn.
No, I said put it in the background music. So
Oh!
I can tell you.
I thought you were saying that should be our background music. I'm like, I think the show is better than that, Joe. I wouldn't.
I
Joe's
could
like,
use it as a theme song.
Jay's like, this is why I try to play video games instead of doing the show, because I feel like our background music should be the friggin' sad trombone, just in a loop. That's fair. That's fair.
Jay's changed since he got that new mansion.
I'm crying. What?
Say what?
You've changed since you got that new mansion.
Right. Look, I like the old Jay. bring back the old Jay. Fancy Jay is weird. Okay. So yeah. With that said, I guess we can go on. Oh, wait a minute. Do we have a caller? Oh, I didn't say we'll take your message out of chat, did I? I'm sorry. We will.
It's
Like
okay.
that. What's he
That
saying?
says, wow, I ain't used to sunlight behind Larry.
I don't even know how to react to that. I don't even like what? Okay. It's like
Oh my God.
I'm
Hey, different.
offended, but I don't know why. I guess just because I was in the comment. I don't know. Whatever. We have a caller. Look, let's bring our caller in. Friggin' wait, or do I need to do it? You guys got it?
I can do it.
See, that's
You
not
earned it that
appropriate.
time. You earned it. That
100%. That was the appropriate use. Caller, you're the fifth member of Fantastic Forum. Tell the people who you are, where you're calling from, and what you want to talk about.
Hello, I'm Derek H. Calling in from California. I'm in calling in not slow mo from NoHo, and I have a few things. I have a bunch of stuff that's happening. I would like to talk about if that's okay with you guys.
Sure.
If that's
Look,
okay.
we got a little bit of time. What's happening, Derek? A bunch of stuff. Let's go. Number one.
I'll hit the topics that you guys have planned. First of all, though, I'd like to say that for some reason the Wonder Woman comic book sucks. It has sucked for years, and they don't know what they're doing with it, and it's starting to upset me. And I'm gonna stop. And I'm not buying anymore. I've been buying the Wonder Woman comic book for. I started up again. I stopped and I started up again a few months ago when it started over again, and it was good, as it usually is. It starts out good because they have a good idea, and then it starts to suck, and now it sucks again. And I will no longer give DC any Wonder Woman money. They don't get it from me anymore.
So Derek H., what is it about the Wonder Woman comic that makes it suck, in your opinion? Because I haven't been reading it lately.
Of course you haven't, because it's ridiculous. It started out with a good premise. Amazon went crazy, and well, I don't want to say she went crazy because she's a woman, but she went crazy because she's a woman and started getting killed a bunch of men in a bar, and that sent people crazy for some reason, because nobody's ever been killed in a bar in DC Universe before. So people were like, oh no, somebody died in a bar. What's going on? We have to eject all Amazons from the country. And so they rounded up an entire nation of people and kicked them out of the country, which was an obvious allegory. Obvious allegory to Muslims in the country, or immigrants in the country, or any brown people in the country. Basically, that's what it was. And they showed scenes of kids being stripped from their parents' arms while their parents were killed in front of them. All that I was down with. All that was good. I was enjoying that. And then one woman shows up and says, "Hey, stop this! Don't do this anymore." And it was good for a little while. Like it was interesting. They brought a new villain in who had the lasso of lies, which I should have known at that point that something was wrong. So oh my God, they're being idiotic. But still, I was down with it. She tried to get they had a whole issue where she went and got was going to people, and people were saying, "Hey, we're going to help you out," and she's like, "No, I don't need your help. Don't help me out. This is my fight." I don't see how it is her fight, but a whole book of her saying that, and then all the a bunch of female heroes showing up to help her out, which okay, I was down with that too. And then they had one good scene where one good issue where she's fighting a bunch of people. Good fight scenes. I'm down with that too.
Was it like classic Wonder Woman people, or was it like new villains?
No, classic Wonder Woman people.
Okay, got it.
They brought back Cheetah. They brought back well, go ahead.
So where does it go off the rails then?
Right then, right after that, they have a scene that they do that, and then they forget about it, and then they have an entire episode where Wonder Woman goes off to a space station, a space mall with Superman to get a birthday present for Batman. And I was reading. I was like, what the fuck? What the hell am I reading? Why am I reading about Superman? About Superman getting a birthday present for Batman? Like, what the hell? What is this? And then there's the latest episode. Wonder Woman is she's in a mental state or something where she's having a dream about being married to Steve Trevor and cooking him food. The entire book, not a panel, not a page. The entire book.
23 pages.
About her cooking a steak and messing it up and vacuuming and throwing a vacuum out a window. I was like, what the hell? Why am I reading this? DC? Like they ran out of ideas. They had a good idea. They were going hard with it, and now they can't. And I don't know why. Tell me why they can't.
I don't know. Right. Let me ask you two questions, because I do have two questions based on what you said. The lasso of lies. What does that do?
You read them.
I read the Lasso of Lies book.
Lies.
Yeah, we reviewed that book.
That was the first of the Tom King run that just started November? No.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, I don't even remember it. We read that?
That's how bad.
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
Lasso of Lies do?
Makes you lie.
What's it?
It makes you
It
believe.
makes you
lies.
lie?
Makes you
It
believe.
makes you believe lies?
Yeah.
Well, it's a shitty lasso because according to this
Yes.
latest issue, all you need to do to break it is to try real hard. That's what she does. She says, I don't believe you, and then it breaks. I was like, well, what kind of lasso is that? That's all you got to do to. It doesn't work. That's not a good lasso.
And the second question I have is, how does the...
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm actually like looking at it right now. It forces people to accept and believe the lies told by the holder.
Mm.
So there's this emperor guy that's how he's taking powers. He's making people believe shit.
And so when he loses...
one at a time because he's just does he wrapping around a television camera or something? Like, how does it work?
Wait a minute now.
Yeah,
Look,
he
went into Wonder Woman 84 territory.
He wraps it around a transmitter, and then on the other side he gets CNN.
Wow, see, you didn't have to do that. Wait a minute. So does he, when he looses the lasso, does the person still believe the lie, or when he gets loose,
I don't know.
He's telling
you read the book.
Bad, but that's part of what makes the book bad. They don't explain these things there like that.
Yeah, none of that works.
No, but I'm just saying. Like,
I don't know.
So the other question I have is,
I can answer
that.
You're asking the wrong person.
Shut up! You can answer that. Are you reading Wonder Woman?
Well, no.
Oh, okay.
I don't read that crap. Fuck Tom King.
What? Damn. Okay, so what's the answer?
Use the lasso of truth. It undoes the lies. It undoes the spell.
Okay. So I get the lasso.
Yeah, you've been hit with the lasso of lies, so you vote for Biden, and then Wonder Woman shows up with the lasso of truth, and you take this red pill, and that's a whole other thing. Yeah, no, you just undoes it.
Oh no, but what I'm asking though is, does the do you need to be like, you know how like the lasso of truth, generally she'll like if you touch it, you tell the truth. Yeah. Or if you're touching it. With the lasso of lies though, it sounds like it's like it brainwashes you, I guess, if you touch it.
Yeah, basically.
Right?
It's like a magic spell that gets broken by the lasso of truth.
Until you stop touching it.
No, but that's what I'm asking. Is it until you stop touching it, or is it?
Yes.
I thought it undid it.
No.
Permanently.
No, what?
I'm saying once he uses it on you, you believe it. Like even when he takes it away, you still believe that lie.
That's how the first issue ended.
Right, but once it's broken with the lasso of truth, and you're unwrapped from the lasso of truth or whatever, like you no longer go back to believing the lies. Like now you've seen the truth.
Okay, no, that I understand. Like like I said, the spell's broken. So okay, that's the part I didn't know. Was I didn't understand if it worked like the lasso of truth or if it worked differently completely. Which it sounds like it does work differently.
You want to go?
So, Derek, do you know how they resolved the whole Amazon ban?
No, they forgot about it. They brought in a new guy, Major Steel or something, some guy with a dumb name, who actually like gets guys to shoot Wonder Woman, which is dumb. Like dumb. Hey, there's a woman we know we can't shoot. I'm gonna get 3 guys to shoot her, and then of course nothing happens, and so they forget about him. They have a good scene where she opens the elevator door and they shoot at her. And I was like, "What? That's not gonna work." And she just walks through them because I think she's invulnerable to bullets now. She doesn't need to use her bracelets anymore. or does she? I don't remember if she does.
I mean, she was always invulnerable to bullets.
There's actually a funny strip where they ask her, "Why do you use the bracelets?" And she stops and like they start shooting her boobs because they're making them jiggle. She's like, "That's why."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then and she walks into his office. She walks into his office, says, "Leave me alone, stop it," and then leaves. And then that's the end of the. Then boom, we're done. Then we're off to space to buy Batman a Christmas present.
Got it.
A birthday present.
Well, Derek, I feel your pain, and I'm sorry that Wonder Woman's not good. Because
there like 3 pages of Wonder Woman and Superman eating ice cream?
Yes. I think Superman gets a foot massage or something. It's a whole book of why did I pay for this? It's like $5. It's $5 enough.
A whole book of why did I pay for this?
The Man Who Has Everything is like one of the best stories, like best Trinity stories ever.
What is?
Wait, is that a different story with them going to go get Batman a birthday gift?
It's they're getting Superman. Wonder Woman and Batman are getting Superman a birthday gift.
The best birthday gift story is The Gift. I've talked about that one before.
Is that the one where like Superman buys everybody in the Justice League something?
No, that's the one where Booster Gold tries to give Batman the gift of saving his parents and like just fucks up everything.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But that Superman one where he buys everybody in the Justice League something, it's really, really cool too. And they have different artists doing like each little segment and like gives you a tiny little like 2-page story on why he does each. Yeah.
So oh, go ahead.
Didn't he give the Flash socks?
Yeah. Because his feet sweat.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Why is a story with them buying a gift for Superman called the Man Who Has Everything?
Because that's how they kind of see him. Like, what do you get Superman? Like, he has everything he wants.
He has a Fortress of Solitude.
I'm like, Superman don't have a lot of stuff. He just like, I mean, it's not that he has everything he wants. Exactly. He doesn't want a lot. Yeah. So
maybe
that's why it's for the Man Who Has Everything. Like, he basically has everything he wants. So what do you gift a man like that?
I feel like that's not what that phrase means.
I mean,
but okay. Or traditionally, traditionally, that's like for people that have a lot of things, right? But okay, we'll
he has a lot of things.
Superman?
He's got a bunch of robots. He has Lois Lane. He's got the Fortress of Solitude. He's got superpowers. You know, like what the fuck else? Like, if I had superpowers, I wouldn't want shit. Like,
no, that's not true.
Yeah,
that's not true. you if you had superpowers, Mo, not only would you want more things, you would take them.
I mean,
then he would be the man that has everything.
Yeah, you take what you want.
No. That's like literally the opposite of Superman. Like that's.
I would like to think that I would be a little better than that, but I can see I see what you think of me now, Larry.
No. Listen, I'm not saying you're gonna be a despot or anything like that. I'm saying that
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh, okay.
Okay. No,
yeah. All that to say, I'm kind of interested in this story to see how it plays out. The shopping story.
The shopping story. I see how it plays out. They buy him a gift, and they leave it in the bat plane.
What is it?
That's it. I don't know. I don't remember.
They don't. Right. They don't even give it to him.
That's why I need to read it. Like, this could be the second best Trinity story.
Why
ever?
Why in the world would they go through all the trouble, like to go into space to get the man a gift, and then they don't even give him the gift?
They give him.
He said he doesn't remember. Like,
no. He said they leave it in the bat plane, is what he said.
That's how they give it to him.
Yeah, they give him a little gift and they put it in the bat plane.
I'm saying, why don't they just give it to him? Like, they know the guy, they work with him.
Because the best gift for Batman is to leave him the fuck alone.
He does enjoy that.
Well, hey, look, you know what Batman doesn't like? Friggin' something in his chair that wasn't there when he left. He's like, what is this? Batman, look, Batman, you know what Batman don't like is surprises, okay? Batman is like, listen, if you need to just hand Batman what you want to give Batman, so Batman will take it, and maybe he'll give you a, and then you're good.
I see what they got him. They open they leave it in the bat plane, and well on the bat on the hood on the windshield of the Batmobile, bat plane Batmobile, and all they draw so they all look the same, and it's one of those like one of those strips of pictures of Wonder Woman and Batman, Wonder Woman and Superman, saying with holding up a card that says "Happy Birthday, Batman." That's it.
Like the photo booth pictures.
Yes, a photo booth. One of those photo booth pictures.
Yeah, I gotta read it.
Issue 7 of the current Wonder Woman run.
That better not be what actually the gift is. Like,
there's something else in there, but he doesn't accept the other thing.
I feel like that's like you get a gift like that, and that's when you start making like the protocols to take out all your teammates.
What he didn't accept was a gift card to Space, Abercrombie and Fitch.
Well, that's the stupid part. This whole book, they're in a space mall, and the gift is one of those picture strips, and then something Superman makes himself.
Yeah.
I gotta read it. I'm getting like a bunch of information. I gotta take it in the story whole.
It sounds like they never watched Rick and Morty.
I feel like Jay is gonna come back next week and be like, "You all told that story completely wrong."
Well, Derek is biased.
Derek's biased against what?
I'm not biased if I bought it. I bought for Tom King. You don't even know who it is. Tom Taylor. I bought the Tim the Toolman Taylor. She's gonna give him a hammer or something. I paid money for this because I like Wonder Woman. I liked her movies, and I did. The last one was dumb, and then I heard they were making another one, and I heard they weren't making another one because they hate money for some reason. So I'm trying to support women in comic books. Nobody else is with female characters. The Marvels, everybody hate them because they have vaginas. She-Hulk, people hate her because she has a vagina.
What I know is you say you're reading Wonder Woman, but you can't even tell us how the lasso of lies works.
Hey, don't blame me for that.
Sounds like bias.
Don't blame me for that. Blame the writer.
I gotta say, I can't believe I'm agreeing with Derek on this.
Thank you.
If you read
I'll read it.
If you read issue 6, it's a pretty decent issue. There's a big battle, stuff happens. Then you get to issue 7, it's like out of nowhere, it's in the mall. And then you go back to issue 8, and like it's the conclusion of what you saw in issue 6, which is a pretty big cliffhanger.
Well, that sounds like a scheduling issue. Like somebody's not doing their job right.
Yeah, they probably couldn't finish that story, so they're like, we're gonna put Last Christmas in 2020 when we didn't print any comics. Let's put it out here.
And they actually put a box on 7 that says this takes place right after the events of Wonder Woman 5.
Okay, yeah, that has nothing to do with them.
So you should read it issue 5, issue 7, then 6, then 8 is the
problem. Oh no, technically you should read 1 through 5 and then 7 and then skip 6.
You need 6
like I said,
to know what's happening in 8.
I said, For the Man Who Has Everything is like literally one of the greatest Trinity stories ever. So I'm not going to pass up on another. Who's talking about you? I'm talking about me.
Nobody cares about you, Joe.
What are you doing?
Nobody cares about what you read.
Listen,
nobody cares about what you read.
Let's agree that both of you equally agree to one another's irrelevancy, and then we'll move on.
Yeah, technically.
It's like it's okay. It's okay. Like we don't have to have an irrelevant off. Wait, so now,
go ahead.
What about Space Abercrombie? Is that what you're about to say?
No, I was going to move over to Marvel.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I've been trying to get into what the actual Marvel universe is again. But since X-Men, I saw the X-Men '97 finale,
Right.
and it was good. I really liked all of the.
We're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that now. But because of that, I went and watched Daredevil because I was like, oh, so I want to see if Daredevil was actually in the Marvel universe, the MCU, and I don't think it is. I don't think that Daredevil is in the MCU. I think we're in a different. I think the Daredevil
Are you talking
movie,
about the Netflix show?
Original, no, the original Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely not
a different
MCU.
Yeah,
that's going to be
entirely different universe.
Elektra from that movie is going to be in the Deadpool movie.
Yeah, but the Deadpool movie is like a multiversal thing,
and it might not be the one from that movie. It might be a variant.
The one from that movie dies.
Just the actor, yeah.
Yeah, but then she comes back in her own movie.
Yeah,
that's true.
And then she died because nobody watched her or believed in her.
Is that why she died?
Like even her career, like
damn.
I mean, she's doing credit card commercials, so
now, yeah. But she did before that. She didn't do.
That wasn't a positive.
Yeah.
Like credit card commercials pay a lot of money.
Sam Jackson is the only one that can pull it off.
Look, they paid Jerry Seinfeld a lot of money. Everybody else been saying yes, thinking they can get it after him.
I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. I would agree with you that Jerry Seinfeld probably got paid the most. But
yeah,
I think all of them are getting paid.
That's why he only had to do like 1 or 2 commercials. Everybody else does like they're the brand spokesman because they actually got a 9-to-5 job now.
Like
well, as close to 5 job as they can get. But that either way, that's irregardless to this conversation.
The problem with the Daredevil movie is that they thought they were making a Batman movie because he was adding like Bruce Wayne and Batman the entire time, and I was waiting, and he's getting beat up. He starts out getting beat up by just guys in the street or something, and he falls into a church. I was like, well, how is he getting beat up if he's Daredevil? And then he gets his hand gets stabbed by a bullseye. I was like, well, how does his hand get stabbed? And he gets blinded by the sound of a subway train. Like, well, how is this? Like, why is all this happening? This is kind of a crappy Daredevil. And then I went and saw, then he showed up in No Way Home, and he's catching bricks through windows and stuff. I'm like, oh no, this is Daredevil. And he shows up in She-Hulk, taking out She-Hulk. The cool thing about Disney Plus is that you can just click through and watch a character go through the Marvel universe. You can say, oh, I want to see him here and see him here and see him here, and you can see how the Marvel universe is happening. And I've determined that Daredevil in the movie is a completely different person than the Daredevil TV show.
That's true. Yeah, but you knew that. Derek.
We all knew that.
Who knew that? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I only know what Disney tells me.
Okay.
With that,
okay.
Well,
yeah. Okay. Derek, you ready to talk about some of the topics today?
Yeah, Doctor Who season 14. I'm looking at.
What about the trees where nobody sees?
Oh yeah. Have you read?
What? No, of course not. No.
Right,
I don't read these crazy indie books.
Hang back and call back.
We're gonna start with Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. But hey,
you
look,
call back, or we'll call you. We'll have our people call your people.
Oh, we're gonna show up at your house, Derek. We're gonna come knock on your door.
Review.
like
review.
well, not like that, but like.
All right, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, friggin' the cuddly serial killer book. from right. So we're talking the final issue released. This at least this part of the series is done, or well, the series is done technically, and well, I guess we can, depending on how you feel, you might want more, but yeah, we got that going. So
can you see me?
No.
Okay.
Can you look? I'm like, it's weird because I can see you in the bottom, but I can't see you up top.
Like, can you see me?
Wait, I'm gonna remove you and put you back, Jay.
Oh, there you is. Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's your background, Jay. You might need to take that off.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say I can't see you. All I see is black.
Why do you feel like it's the background?
It's processing. That takes processing to do that.
Oh, that could be it. You're right.
And if he's like not on Wi-Fi or not plugged into hardline, like it could affect what we see. Yeah. Yeah, there we are.
Jay, you're back.
Am I a producer or am I a producer? The fuck?
You're a producer. Moby producing.
Yeah.
Jay,
Man,
talk to us about.
Hard. He lost his mansion and everything.
Yeah. He was believing those lasso of lies.
Well, we've talked about this before. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, a serial killer is trying to live her best life when another killer comes to town and starts fucking up her vibe, and she has to figure out who it is and put a stop to them. And in the last issue, we see that resolve. And it is, man, it's so cold. It's like you forget, or at least me personally, I forgot, like I know she's a serial killer, but she is like absolute zero. Like she kills her friend of 40 years. It's like, yeah, she was someone I liked, but I don't pretend to know what love is.
Right.
And it's like, man, it's so cold. And the look on Virgil's face when he saw his mom was like, oh, like, yeah, Sam's right. Like, he's not a killer. Like, he's just like out there doing shit for fun.
He's a fan.
But yeah. And then their little conversation where she's like, your mom knew what love is, but then you killed her. Like, why'd you do that? It's like, man, it was, yeah.
The book does a good job through the series of, like, even though you know that Sam is a serial killer, it disarms you and brings you across to her side where, like it makes it seem like, okay, like this person came and disrupted her life and things were nice and calm and like, like especially the idea, I think that like they disturbed the town, where it was like,
right,
because that was the thing where she's like, no, like almost like serial killing was like her work. And she's like, no, I live here. I don't do that here,
Now, you guys never watched Dexter, right?
I watched it for a couple seasons.
Yeah.
Because I think the last season I saw was right before the sister found out. So that before that season I saw.
Okay, so you got pretty far in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the parallels with Dexter, Mo?
No, for me, it's like a lot of people that talk about this book talk about how fresh it is and everything, but it does feel like a lot of the concepts in Dexter, in Dexter overused. I think they went on too long. I think a good 3 season arc for a lot of the cool shit started happening skipping seasons. So like once you get to like season 3, like okay, some big event happens, and then 2 seasons later, then it's really good again, and then you have the ending that wasn't that good. So then they did the reboot or requel.
Mhm.
And but yeah, like even the concept with the dude being the fan that figures it out and all that, like that touches on some stuff. And I'm not saying it's not fresh because it's a cuddly teddy bear, like but it is definitely like I feel like when they say we could have more, I'm like, I don't want more. Like, I think this is perfect. Like,
Mhm.
I don't need to have more. This is enough. Yeah. Plus, it scares me
Yeah.
about Patrick Horvath. Like maybe we should look in his freezer. You know, he feels a little too like comfortable with all these concepts.
It's funny. Like you look at creators versus their work, and I know I was looking at a bunch of like manga artists, and you see the guys that do horror are like all nice, clean cut, look friendly, and like the guys that are whimsical, like they look like demons.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but we met Patrick Horvath,
We
and
did.
he was very friendly. Like I get it. Like,
super nice guy.
Yeah, super. That's like at a convention that's not that good, he's a little too happy. Now, granted, he did have an IDW signing the day before, and this is the last day of probably a successful convention because the book is great. So he's probably getting a lot of like he's riding a high. But it's like I was waiting for him to be like, hey, you guys want to have lunch later? And I'm like, no.
No. He's like, these are his hunting grounds.
Yeah. Missing persons that attended different conventions where he was at.
I think he's smarter than that.
Like, yeah, probably. Like he only does it after Sunday service.
But back to the book. Yeah, this is just a great ride, like throughout. Like, and it is funny, you bring up Dexter, and the reason Dexter had a show was because he was out there killing bad guys.
Yeah.
And so you're like allowed to root for him.
Right.
Where this one is like, you kind of get disarmed a little thinking like, oh, well, Dexter had some good in him, like kind of almost. But
so good.
Sam, so maybe Sam has some, and she's like, nah, like, I love it. Like, she's literally setting down plastic when she's talking to the mom about like how she's going to resolve the situation.
And that whole scene is creepy. Just a casual conversation.
Right.
Hey, it's your son that's killing people. Oh, yeah, I guess I knew. Like, while setting it up, like the moment she walks in the room in her full murder gear, I guess, with the bag, it's like, oh, what's gonna happen now. And then just every other panel, a little bit setting up a little bit more. It's like, whoa.
And even why are you wearing goggles? She's like, yeah, should we leave a note for him to meet us? Why are you wearing goggles? It's like, oh my god.
I love when they finally show her killed, like, and it's just a quick stab, like super get the message across, penetrating, passionate, because this is like, I'm fucking with you. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's a cold ending, man. It really is. And but it's very perfect and in line with all the characters up until that point. And it's really wild, like especially like if you kind of go back and like look at the small foreshadowed moments in the book, you know, like how like no one can remember old boy's name. It's just like, yeah, like it's like you could kind of understand how a person like that might end up trying to kill people in their small town, you know, and I guess, you know, potentially almost get away with it, you know, which is crazy because the police there aren't used to that. Law enforcement, they're just like, they're out their depth, you know?
Yeah. And it's cool that he's there from the beginning. Like, I know that was one of the things I had to kind of talk around when we were talking to Patrick Horvath. But the killer being there from the beginning, like, it's like a writer thing. Like, yeah, just put him in plain sight and then lead us to what goes down. Like, I enjoyed that.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I thought I enjoyed how it ended, and I'm not talking about like the ending in general, but like literally like the falling action, like the last few scenes, like we literally have like the sheriff like trying to apologize and halfway beg for Sam's endorsement in, you know, in the election.
Right.
With her just like closing shop and like the people walking by, and I'm just like, yeah, like that's like a good closing scene. I liked it a lot because I wasn't sure what they were gonna do next, you know, like it's like, okay, you have to do something. Like you can't, well, I won't say you can't, but it would have been strange if it just ended after the big reveal, you know.
You also have a panel where she's like on the street and she waves to, I can't remember her name, but the cat girl that has the shop across the street from her.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, just waving to her. Like that was
creepy.
I mean, it's over now, so they're like,
well, it's creepy. Man, why is she waving at her? Is she next? Well, no, she can't do it there because she's, you know,
she got rules.
Yeah,
rules. So, but yeah, man. I mean, all in all, it's a super solid series. I know personally, I really enjoyed it. You know, I know this. You know, we're talking about the finale, but I would be remiss if I didn't get to mention that the issue before, like when Sam's dealing with like the ghosts of the people that she's killed, and they would like manifest themselves like with pieces missing because of how she like chops her victims up and puts them into the paint cans. That was something that I was like, that's legit. Like it's one of those things where I'm like, that it's super. It's a great visual. It's wonderfully eerie and creepy, and it's like one of those things where I'm like, even with it being animals, if I saw that in motion in too realistic of a way, I couldn't do it. Like I feel like that could be animated for me in like traditional animation, but if it was like too good of 3D, I think I would be like, nah, I'm good.
I don't think it'd be good at all. Like even if it's like good 2D, you know, like it could be, you know, like Pixar, yeah, and it's just like that. You know, you're not gonna be good at all.
I can't do Pixar.
Honestly, I hope it never gets adapted. I hope like this is one of those things. It's just perfect the way it is. The medium is perfect for it, and the art style is perfect for it. I don't think they'll replicate it. I don't think they I've seen where they replicate these art styles, especially like old Nickelodeon. Like they used to do like the Two Frogs books. They used to put them on cartoons and animate them with the same art style. Or what's the other ones, like the Peter Rabbit stuff or Paddington, you know? But I don't think they would do that because I was like, they don't want kids watching this shit. So it's like, I don't want them to fuck with it. I leave it alone. Read the fucking comic, or you know, You can pre-order it now. That's a Mo deal. On Amazon, it's $16. It's 10% off right now. It might be less by the time it actually ships because they might want to sell more copies. So,
you can pre-order what, the trade?
The trade, yeah. So it comes out September 16th. It's one of those you do. I read the first one to review for the show, and then I didn't read anything else because it's like I want to read it all in one sitting, and I did. I was able to do that before the show. So, and it's like reading it in one sitting is the way to go for this.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a good series. So, all right, we should rate it. Why don't we start with you, Oz? What would you rate the final issue of Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees?
I think fine. I think 5 is about right.
He's getting his reviews mixed up.
It's 5. There it is. Okay, cool. Jay, what would you rate it?
I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 5. It was just too good. Like,
that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Moses Magnum, what would you rate Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees?
I'm with Jay. It gets like bonus points. Like they can't do a Joker movie right because, again, making him like even the thing with Dexter, like you have to make him okay for the audience to be okay with him. And here it's not that. Like I'm scared of the creator, so that gets like 7, 6 at least. But yeah, 7. Yeah.
I would definitely give it 5+ as well. It is great. It is great. Like I feel like, and it's definitely the kind of book I feel like you could 100% hand to somebody that doesn't normally read comics, and they might be like, I didn't know. You might introduce them to the medium in that way. They were like, I didn't know I could be reading books like
I would hate
like
this to be their first comics because they'll be disappointed in other comics.
Right. No, absolute. Like there are other comics that aren't as good as this. No question.
A virgin and you fuck an old lady. And it's like, oh, they're not all like that.
What?
I mean, nothing.
I'm like, what? There it is. Okay.
Also,
no one thinks more about gel coat.
When the fourth round would...
Don't you call it?
Does it look good already?
Jumbo Scampi for limited.
Nah, I want Scampi. All right, let's talk about some Doctor Who. The premiere of Doctor Who, the new season has come. It's on Disney Plus in all regions except for England. No, I'm sorry. It's the UK, basically, like UK and Ireland or something.
Is it too woke for them?
No, they just have it on a different distribution, Jay. They have it on BBC.
I don't know. That's all I've been hearing about is how woke it is. Like everyone is talking about like how the new Doctor Who is so woke and they have like transgenders on and all this. It's not even Doctor Who anymore. It's just liberal agendas.
Well, we heard that before this season even came out. When we talked to that dude that wrote like several volumes of Doctor Who fan fiction.
What convention was that? Do you remember?
That was WonderCon. Not this past one, but the one previous.
Okay.
I actually saw him again when I went to a barber or a hair convention, and he was working.
Oh, okay.
He recognized me, and I was hurt.
Oh. Heck said Dr. Woke. Dr. Woke. It's too funny. Woke. I mean, I've definitely heard like some of those rumblings as well, where there's some people that feel like they might be trying a little too hard. I don't know. Derek, you've called back in. Thank you. We appreciate you, man.
I don't think you do.
Derek H, is this season of Doctor Who too woke for you?
It's getting there. I thought the last season, the season with the lady Doctor Who, I thought that was good. I thought she was good. I thought it was about time for a female Doctor Who. It
We already had one before that. Nobody remembers Dr. Donna, but whatever. Go on, Derek.
The Dr. Donna. I like Jodie Whittaker. I thought sometimes she was a little much, but I thought she was getting there. I don't know why she left. I have no idea why she left.
I think we know why she left.
But the new then they went back to the original, like the last Doctor Who, which I thought was weird. And then they brought the black guy in, and they overcorrected a lot. They way overcorrected when they brought this guy in, because like not only did they bring, it would have been okay to bring a black guy in. That was down for a black guy, but then they showed him when he first shows up dancing in a dress. I was like, what?
Like, I mean, it's a kilt though, right?
Yeah, even his regeneration was like weird. Like, what the hell is going on?
He was dancing a little weird, like even before wearing a kilt. Like dudes that wear kilts don't dance like that.
And I was like, what is going on?
I'm not usually the dude that's like a bigot like that, but I wanted to turn it off when I saw that. And I love the actor. I would never watch Doctor Who, but I watched because I love that actor. I've seen him in other things that I love. So it's like, and he's good at everything.
I like that actor so much.
He was good at dancing like that. But like I don't need to see Doctor Who dancing. Yeah.
It was really strange. And then they made the people who hate gay people happy by having him hit the TARDIS with a giant mallet and so now there's two Doctor Who's, and they're like, well, this Doctor Who is gonna go off and have sex with women, and we're gonna stick with this Doctor Who that's gonna be gay. I was like, what?
I haven't gotten to that episode.
That's the first one with a toy maker.
Well, yeah. So
technically it wasn't this season. It was the regeneration special.
The Christmas special.
It was like a weird.
Yeah, but we're not reviewing that. Like nobody told me to watch that.
It's like the episode 0 or issue 0.
Nobody told me to watch that.
Well, listen, you weren't trying to watch even one episode. I was gonna be like,
right.
oh, watch.
I mean, nobody said like you said the premiere, so I watched the first episode.
Right? No, listen, nobody's holding you accountable, Bo. Look, the doctors regenerate. There was a episode where you get this doctor regenerating before, so yeah, and it was a little weird because, yeah, like I do feel that it kind of lessens this doctor because now there's like a split, and it's weird because it's like, why? But
I don't even consider that a regeneration. It's like a mitosis.
So which one do we get on the show?
The gay one.
Wait, but I mean, is he gay?
I don't think Mo knows like exactly what we mean by the weird regeneration. The last Doctor, well, you know what happens with the regeneration, right?
Just the machine moves around like it has like little feet and just like like when you're fucking when your dishwasher or clothes washer is off balance, right? And then he comes out of like white smoke.
That's how they change from one actor to the next.
Exactly.
And with this one, for some reason, instead of like the regular regeneration, like
he came out of a closet.
The black dude like split off from him. Like they're Siamese twins for a second.
Okay.
And so this black guy came out of the white guy.
Which white guy?
Tenet.
Oh, okay.
They brought him back for the was it like 2-3 episode special?
Yeah, it was like the Christmas stuff that came out,
which was horrendous on its own, but we're not talking about that.
They were trying hard during that Christmas special too, because when they brought Donna back, when they brought Donna back, she had a daughter who was not transgender, but like
I think she was trans.
Intersex.
No, yeah, intersex. Something she's like called. Yeah, she's a girl, but she was a boy. I don't understand if she was a girl or boy. I don't understand that stuff.
That's the definition of transgender.
No, okay. You change from one to the other. But if you're both intersex.
Yeah, she was obviously like a girl, but she went by a boy or something. I don't know.
Like, either way, the second you said they brought back Donna, they've already fucked up.
Why?
Because that wiped away like one of the most, at least for me. I mean, I haven't watched all 60 years of it, but one of the most impactful stories of Doctor Who was Donna and her sacrifice, and how the Doctor had to wipe her mind. Like the whole thing was tragic and a really, really good story. And in that story, they said if she ever gets her memories back, she's gonna die. That's why we had to take them out. And now she's back. She's fine. We're good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there was a whole story on why they were good though. So,
and not really.
And also, okay, and then also the Donna's kid is non-binary.
Yeah, that's what I meant about non-binary. Where she's neither a man, she's neither a boy or girl, but she's obviously a girl. She's obviously a girl.
Well, she's femme presenting. Or they're femme presenting.
The whole all 3 Christmas episodes are like these chicks just yelling at Doctor Who for being a white male. Like, oh, if you were still the woman Doctor Who, you would know how this works. Like, what the fuck, dude? They actually do tell him that. Like, they actually do tell him that. Too bad you're not a woman anymore. Otherwise, you would know what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Yeah.
Look. The only reason most guys put up with that female Doctor Who is because they wanted her to kiss the Palestinian girl that was hanging around them. That they were looking for some lesbian action, and when it didn't happen, they got all mad and said, "This Doctor Who sucks. Bring me back the male Doctor Who. She's not sexy enough." And so they brought back the 7th Doctor Who, and then he was like, "I'm gonna go make movies." I don't know what he's gonna. He tried to be in the Morbius movie or something, and then he what's he the Morbius movie?
Look, nobody knows.
One of the Doctor Who's in it, but then they brought in the black guy, and they just went crazy. They're like, "Well, we have a black guy," and somebody said that's not enough. You didn't go far enough. And like, well, okay, we'll make him gay. And they're like, okay, and also make his companion hot, but make sure she has a black parents too, so people don't yell at us for that. So I was like, wait, good Lord, they are trying hard.
So it's too many black people, Derek?
Too many black people, yes. For Doctor Who, yes.
Now I will say that I've always found, or not always, but relatively speaking, Doctor Who casts are usually pretty diverse, and they're usually pretty effortless with their diversity. But I mean, I can understand where you're coming from, where you say like, hey, maybe this particular season feels a little different, but I don't even think the Doctor, like, I know you say gay, but you're just saying like he's like,
well, he's gay presenting. How about that? Since he's gay presenting.
I love that.
I mean, but really though, it's like outside of that dancing scene, what's the evidence of that?
He's not banging this white girl.
Does the doctor ever have sex with his companions in your experience?
I believe so. I believe Rose was banging Doctor. Rose was banging Doctor Who left and right, and I think Donna's getting it on with him too. But Rose, for sure, for a fact, was. Don't tell me Rose wasn't getting it. Yeah, thank you.
I don't know.
Thank you. And then Amy Pond. Amy, oh yeah.
Amy had a boyfriend.
Amy was a freak, is what Amy was.
so we're having like they're thruples in Doctor Who now.
Yes, there are. This new one, the new Doctor is like, for some reason they made him scared of stuff, and I was like, why is he scared? I was asking the same question, and then he started asking questions. He's like, wait, why am I scared? I'm like, yeah, why are you scared? Like, it doesn't make any sense for you to be scared.
Look, I don't know nothing about those old Doctor Who's, but I do want to hear.
This is new Doctor Who.
Which one? Where
you talk about why he's scared? Like that actually happened in the second episode.
I haven't seen that. We're doing the premiere. Let's get to that review. Like, for you, I've never seen any episode of Doctor Who.
Except for this first one.
Yeah, I've read one book and one comic, and that's it. That's everything I know is from that. And I've tried to watch Doctor Who. They do some stupid shit, and I don't like it. They got a robot that's can kill the universe, but has an egg beater in one hand and a plunger in the other. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it looks like a fucking shuttlecock. And it's like, what the fuck? It's got little wheels and shit. It's like, I got a deadlier desk than that shit. So yeah, Doctor Who isn't for me. Clearly.
Now they have a girl, a super bad guy, like a main bad guy. That
again, I look. This is beyond first episode shit. I don't know nothing about.
No, is it? Yeah,
I don't
know. Second, third.
Yeah, episode. I'm talking about the premiere. They got this big fat goblin on an airship with a singing number, and again, who on this stupid shit, and and it's like you could just stab that fat fuck.
They did.
Yeah, but look, 45 minutes too late. 45 minutes too late.
Whoa. Why are you mad? Because he tried other solutions.
You don't need other solutions. He's about to kill a baby. Like, now they're going to say it's so woke. They don't even care about babies' lives. They'll talk everything else before they save a baby in or outside the womb. You don't need no more fodder. Just kill that fat fuck. And why is he the only one eating and everybody's just happy that he eats? What the fuck is that? That's fucking stupid.
I will say that I did wonder that myself, where I was like I know that they're all salivating for the baby, but I'm like, how are they all going to share that baby? Like I was wondering how everybody else eats.
They fractured time, and he fixed it so that they never even really took the baby. But then, like, he still has to save the chick from the Christmas tree. It's like, no, you fixed that already. You don't need to do that.
I'm sorry, what?
Because he went back in time to save the baby, the companion baby.
Yeah.
Because they decided to go back in time and take her from her when she was a baby, which changed the timeline already, so that fucking the tree thing doesn't happen. So he didn't have to do that.
Why would he not go back and save her to set the timeline right?
It was already right the moment they created a new timeline the moment he saved the baby.
Later on, they actually explained that she was a fixed moment in time, and so she can't change. And then
more of this shit get like explanation.
None of that should have happened anyway.
Yeah, nah. Hey, I'm out. That's it.
Wait,
even Ozzy's out. Wait. Yeah, I'm good. Like, Doctor Who is definitely not for me.
Huh?
They brought back the original writer to try to make it good again, but I think he lost the plot too. I think Doctor Who's kind of done. To tell you the truth, I agree.
Really?
I love the dude playing the doctor, that Ncuti Waga or whatever his name is. That's
definitely not how you say that.
How do you say his name?
Ncuti Wagawa.
Ncuti Wagawa.
No, hold on. I'll tell you the pronunciations. But
it's
continue.
Sad when they go back, they go back in time. And I'm like, oh, they're gonna go back in time and spend some money on sets and stuff, and they spend the whole episode like in 3 rooms. I'm like, what the hell? Like, did they run out of money already? I think they ran out of money already.
Well, they spent it on the goblins.
The goblins did look good.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But other than that, I mean, realistically, it's like, dude, like this is stupid shit. The goblins.
No,
go ahead, but Derek.
No, I think Disney overpaid on something, and they don't have any money left for actual shows.
See, now, but here's the thing. So, would you all say that, like, the story itself, did you feel like the story wasn't good?
Not one that's all.
Wait, what'd you say, Derek?
Not episode. I saw the baby episode. I thought that was bad. I saw the Beatles episode.
Like, how about the premiere? The premiere, like
that's what we're talking about.
The first episode, like
the goblins. No, I didn't. I thought the episode itself was bad.
That's fair. Mo, you didn't think like the story itself was interesting?
No, not really. Like the goblins, I did like how they're like coincidence, like feeding or whatever, but it didn't really explain more about that. Like, why are they goblins and why is it an airship and why, so it's like it's still, I'm like, it's just there for convenience, and then he knows some shit but then doesn't know some shit. That's probably because of regeneration. I get it, but I like it. That shit ain't for me. The musical number, they had too many musical numbers, and I don't want to see a goblin singing. Like, I saw it in Gremlins. Like, it was fine. Like, I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. Yeah.
It was the episode of Fraggle Rock broke out in the middle of all of
yeah, and they don't do shit. Like, there's a ton. Like, there's like 300 goblins.
Uh-oh, did you break yourself? Uh-oh. Mo, are you there? We can't hear you. Oz, can you hear him?
No.
Okay. Okay. You got to work out the audio, Mo. Sorry. Yeah, don't worry, you got it. Oz, did you not like that episode either?
I didn't even watch it.
Jesus. Okay.
The main actor told me to not watch it and touch grass, so I did that. Went outside and mowed the lawn.
What? Who told you that?
The main actor, Ncuti Gatwa.
And Ncuti.
I think it's actually called I think the end's like silent.
I feel it.
Well, you said and Cootie. It ain't Cootie. It's Chuty.
Because I'm American.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. What did he say? Don't watch Doctor Who and go outside?
Yeah.
I think Jodie Whittaker said it.
No, that was this. Okay, I'll look up the quote while you guys discuss.
But yeah, back to what I was saying about the goblins. 300 goblins trying to feed a fat goblin a baby, and then when it comes to like fighting these 2 people, then they start singing, and all of a sudden they get mesmerized, and it's like all of a sudden nobody's hungry. So what the fuck is that? Fucking dinner theater shit.
Okay.
So when responding to criticism about him being the new Doctor and the gay slant that it's gonna take, he said, "Don't watch. Turn off the TV. Go and touch grass, please, for God's sake." Okay, so I turned off my TV and I went and touched grass.
Okay, you're basically saying if the fans have a problem with it, then
the reason I haven't bought a comic book in like a year now.
What?
See, that's the problem when they put when they say there's going to be a gay slant to it. Like Doctor Who is basically asexual. I thought it was.
And everybody I knew that was a fan of Doctor Who back in the day, nobody wanted to fuck, and so it's like I don't know what the fuck everybody's mad about here.
I mean, a guy that is basically immortal. Like after you've been around for a few thousand years, you kind of tend to not want those entanglements.
Even Wolverine is bi.
Well, Doctor Who does usually does pick a hot young white girl to hang out with. So
that's but he was also talking about wanting to bang Isaac Newton. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Jay, what's your take, man?
I thought it was good. Didn't seem any different than any other Doctor Who episode I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't a lot. Like I'm not watching loads of Doctor Who. Just I've seen a couple episodes at your place, saw a couple episodes at Leslie's place, and I watched the beginning of the last Doctor, and it seems the same to me. Like, but you know, what do I know? I just watched the show.
No, listen, I agree with you in the sense that it's not as far as a departure as I think a lot of people are making it seem, to me at least, just because, I mean, like, I didn't know that, like, this Doctor was supposed to be, like, openly gay or queer or whatever, you know?
Honestly, I feel like most of the Doctors I've seen act kind of openly queer.
Yeah,
like,
no, I think so too. I think like part of the Doctor is his flamboyancy, especially in more modern times, I feel.
Right. So like he doesn't come off any different than the other guy. I don't know their names. I'm sorry.
David Tennant or maybe Matt Smith.
Whichever one was fighting the Angels.
Oh, I think that's David Tennant.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Like he doesn't seem any more or less flamboyant than that guy.
Well, look, and that's the thing where I will say that, look.
You want to watch Peter Capaldi dancing in a kilt?
Oh,
you can see that if you want it.
No. I mean, I don't have a problem with kilt dancing. One of the YouTubers I watch is a pole dancer, and he wears kilts. So, like, kilt dancing.
Sorry, did you say pole dancer and he wears kilts?
Yeah, he's a pole dancer. He's been doing it for, I think, 10 years.
So we call them firemen.
But no, he's great. He's really interesting. Like I love watching him.
I bet you do.
He's magical. Like
okay, I love it. It's more of a far calling him magical though. Okay.
Listen, but I will say that, you know, and I guess it's one of those things where it's like I would be lying to you if I didn't say like the same, like I was taken aback by the opening scene from the Doctor with him, or not. Well, that's not the opening scene, but when he's dancing in the club, I was like, wow, like he's getting it. You know what I'm saying? But part of that too was just that, you know, I feel like dude is like super like I'm not used to the Doctor having that much rhythm. You know what I mean? Where we're just like you've never seen a Doctor do that before, because I don't know if any of the Doctors before this one could do it.
Well,
you know what I mean?
The past like 3 or 4 Doctors have been really really downtrodden and sad, and they always go, they're basically depressed on the past few Doctors. And then this is the first one that came out and said, oh, I'm alive, I'm happy, I love life, I'm dancing, I love stuff. And it's been a while since we've seen that.
Right.
Technically a newborn.
I mean, yeah, I guess it all depends on how you want to look at it, right? Like, But anyway, so like, here's the thing. What I will say to you all is this, and I don't know how much Doctor Who you all have watched in the past, but I will say that it doesn't feel like the stories that we're getting so far in this season are that different than the kinds of stories that we've gotten in the past. And, Doctor Who is definitely like super soft sci-fi where like there are things that happen just because, right? It's like literally timey-wimey is a term, right? Where they're just like, sometimes things just go that way because
screwdriver doesn't look like a screwdriver.
I know. And I'm disappointed by that myself because it looks like a weird remote.
I would talk shit about the phone booth thing, but I love Bill and Ted. So
no, the phone booth thing, like that's all. There's all a lore behind that. But I know that apparently in this season they decided that the sonic screwdriver, which, and in fairness, I don't think the sonic screwdriver ever really looks like a screwdriver, but for some reason they were like, oh, it kind of resembles too much like a gun, and so they gave him like it's literally the furthest departure I've ever seen for a sonic screwdriver, and I'm just like,
he's gonna hold it sideways.
And I don't know why. Look, I don't know why all of a sudden this season with this particular doctor, they got concerned with that, and I'm like, that sucks because it's like just yeah, right, exactly. It's like, well, but I don't know.
We're working on all this, but not to arm them.
It's like it's messed up.
It's always the sonic screwdriver. Like throughout the years, has started to look more and more like a lightsaber.
Yeah, that's true. Like it looks like a lightsaber that's not, ignited
without the saber part.
Right. So, but yeah, I mean, it is definitely a thing where I do feel like the show has its roots in the 60s. So it's like it from like, I feel like thematically it hasn't strayed from that much. And, that's for better or for worse, I guess. But it works for most people, I think, because the joint's super popular, obviously. But
yeah, if you love it, you love it.
Right, exactly. And that's the thing where it's not for everybody. And I could totally see that, especially if you're like, if I'm telling you, hey, come watch this sci-fi show with me, the science fiction television show, and you come to Doctor Who, you might be like, I don't know if this counts. But I think it does. And here's the thing. It has to count because it helped define the genre in some ways. So, it's like, it's just not your kind of sci-fi, and that's okay. Like, especially like in America, I can see why people be like, but okay, well, shoot, I don't know. What else do y'all want to say about Doctor Who before we do some ratings?
They're gonna have a huge
to the Beatles episode.
Wait, say it again, Jay.
I'm looking forward to the Beatles episode.
Shoot, it's out. So
yeah,
I didn't have a chance to watch. Like, I only had a chance to watch the first one.
It's not a Beatles episode either.
I wasn't able to watch all three.
What makes it not a Beatles episode?
One, there's literally zero Beatles music in it, which I get because they had to they can't afford anything. But they replaced it. They replaced what would be a Beatles song with a song by the Companion that the Companion wrote as to make her friend feel better about her gay lover leaving her. And I was like, wow, you guys really are pushing it. You guys are like going for broke with the whole woke stuff, which is good.
Low key, that kind of works because there's a whole like urban legend about a guy that has a Beatles tape from another timeline where they didn't break up, and that's like it's music you've never heard that sounds like their shit.
It does not sound like their shit. It sounds like it's not good.
All right, never mind. I would have probably watched that. Yeah, never mind.
In any case, I'm looking forward to that episode.
Yeah, I don't know. The things that you're talking about are like literally directly tied to the plot of the story.
There's no more music in the world, and so she brings music back to the world by singing a song, which is not it's not that great of a song. I was like, I don't like.
Yeah, but if you don't like the song, so what?
Okay, excuse me. Okay.
I mean, what are you like comparing it to a Beatles song? Is that what you're saying? Like, how dare it not be as good as a Beatles song?
Well, if it's a episode, it should at least be comparable. If they're not going to use it.
No, it shouldn't be comparable. It's like she's literally the only musician in the world, so she sang a song that she knows.
Look,
the song is enough. It doesn't have to be the best song just because it's like, oh well, like it's not trying to replace the Beatles. Like it doesn't make any. Like you can like the song, but
I'm glad I'm not.
And that's the thing where I'm like, I don't like the criticism of the episode is the song isn't good. It's like,
and also they try to bring a big bad in that is supposed to be one of the gods of the universe, I guess. And I was like, we're taking some big swings here, there, Doctor Who. This lady's supposed to be she's so powerful that the Doctor Who's scared of her. Again, he's scared. I don't know why they're making him such a scaredy cat. But he's scared of her. He's like, I can't fight her. She's too strong because she got rid of music. Okay.
He doesn't say that, does he?
Yes, he says that.
Well,
he does.
Well, the whole Gods of the Universe thing, that's a Dragon Ball Z thing. And you always say they're too strong, and then you power up and beat them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing, but he says something different.
No, I mean, he does say what Derek said. He says, like, it's paraphrase, but yeah.
Paraphrase. Okay.
Paraphrase.
That makes a lot more sense.
I gotta say things. I gotta make sure to write everything down from now on. I'll get a stenographer with me.
Yeah.
Well, I know you're. Well, yeah.
Get it right, Derek. Get it right.
Oh,
son of a bitch.
Okay, I'll make sure I get the accent right too. Oh,
you better.
He has a Cockney accent and not a Welsh accent. He's doing it all wrong. Excuse me. I don't say nothing.
Who cares about accents?
Oh, people care about accents, especially out that way.
Yeah.
But I think like this dude is
about accents.
Yeah.
His accent, and then there was
he's Scottish.
Oh, is he Scottish?
Yeah.
Doctors have been Scottish. The doctors have been Scottish for a while.
No, he's not always Scottish.
Not always, but Capaldi was Scottish, I believe, and Tennant
is he?
And Eccleston.
Oh, geez, are they all Scottish?
Thank you.
Okay. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure if they all are or not. Like, I didn't realize that.
The thing is, Ncudi's also a Nigerian, so he has like a Nigerian accent with the Scottish thing too. You know?
Does he have a Nigerian accent?
Yeah, that's what you're seeing here. It's a mixture of the two accents.
That's
kind of how he sounds naturally. Like he puts it on for other shows, but that's what he sounds like naturally, and he just wanted to be natural here. That's why they're doing the queer slant, because he's queer in real life. You know, he's just bringing himself into the character instead of becoming a different character. You know,
get it right. He's Rwandan.
I mean, I don't what?
Okay, he's from Rwanda.
Rwanda's not Nigeria.
Yeah. He usually plays Nigerian characters, so I thought that's what he was, but I guess he's Rwandan.
I mean, I agree, same, but
he'd be active. Okay. All right. So anyway, all right. Well, look, let's rate it then. Derek H, why don't you go first, man? What would you rate out of 5? What would you rate the premiere episode of Doctor Who?
2.
2. Fair. Oz, how about you, man? What would you rate?
Am
Doctor
I
Who?
allowed to give a number? I didn't watch it.
I forgot. No, you didn't watch it. No, you should. We'll ask you about the review.
That's my no. That's my rating. I'm not gonna watch that crap.
But you've never watched Doctor Who, right?
What the heck?
He's like the biggest fan out of
you know what?
How's he the biggest fan and didn't watch it?
No, I'm not the biggest fan, but I watched it for a while. It's entertaining, and then Jodie Whittaker steps in, and she tried. She gave it good effort, but that's when the writing started to decline.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't blame her. She's actually pretty good, and she definitely tried, but the writing started going downhill. 60th anniversary. Now they're like wrecking the stuff that was good before, and I'm just not interested anymore.
That's fair. Okay.
That's my rating. I don't know what number that is. Oh, here we go. That's my that's my rating out of 5.
Jay, what would you rate Doctor Who?
I think I'm gonna give it a 4.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I think David has a phenomenal singing voice. I was just impressed. Like,
out of 5? 4 out of 5.
Yeah, he's a good singer.
This is insane. Okay.
Joe doesn't even like musicals.
I know, right? But he started singing, and I'm like, damn. Like, I know I was doing something, and I was like, looked up, like, shit, that boy can sing.
He gave him 3 points for the kilt.
He wasn't
at a poll and all. This would have been 5.
I think there is a pole in it, or I guess it was the rope.
It's the mast of the ship.
Yeah.
You guys mock, but if I show you some of his videos, like,
I am mocking.
Okay.
I'm not mocking. I'm not mocking, Jay.
Get the group chat ready.
You might as well. We're already demonetized. You might as well just play the clips.
Actually,
he makes more money than you on YouTube. I bet.
I did put a couple of his videos in our Discord.
In
general.
You know, Larry ain't watching it.
See, that's why I don't go to our Discord anymore.
Dude,
I
trust
think I
me,
missed
this
it
guy.
when that happened.
Yeah, you'd have to go way back. I'll throw something. I'll throw something new in there.
As a former connoisseur of strip clubs, I've seen some impressive pole work. So it would take a lot to impress me.
But that's the champagne room. You can't talk about that.
No sex in the champagne room. Moses Magnum.
Pull up one of his videos. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Or not, Jay. Or not. Like, you can put it in the Discord. Now Oz. Now Oz is gone. Like, Moses Magnum, what would you rate Doctor Who premiere episode?
You know, I do like Judy. You know, I wish him success with this, but I'm not gonna be watching. It's a 2. And that's just Doctor Who ain't for me. Like, I'd rather see him in Star Trek or something else. Yeah. Like, I'll go rewatch his episode of Masters of the Air. Like, he was great in that. Played an old black man he played a young Tuskegee Airman from Compton and had an interrogation with a Nazi, and he was great in it.
Okay. I would give it a 4 too, Doctor Who. Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good. And dude is like super charismatic. So I'm just like I get it that some people aren't feeling it, but
all Doctor Who's are charismatic though.
Technically, I don't like any of them. So this is like, I actually gave this episode a shot. every time I watch them, I just change the fucking channel. I see something stupid, I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah. No, I mean, Doctor Who is campy by nature, I think. Like, at least in my experience.
This is like for kids, but not for kids. Like, it's like those adults that love Disneyland. Like, yeah,
that's called camp.
Yeah, not for me.
Like, I feel like isn't that like the definition of like camp? Like,
maybe again, I don't do that either. So like, it's not for me. I guess I don't like camp.
Yeah.
Any kind of concentration camps, not this camp, not nothing.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's like I can definitely understand some of the criticism, but overall, like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's that far departure of some of the stuff that we've been watching in the years past. And don't get me wrong, it's like by no means is it the best Doctor Who. At least not at this point. Like, by any means. Like, I wouldn't say any, like, go anywhere near that. But
he is my favorite Doctor.
Who?
Exactly. No, Ncuti, my favorite Doctor.
I mean, that's because you like him, though. You don't like him.
And I never seen anybody else.
No, well, there it is.
Never forget your first.
Look, who was in the comics that you read?
I think it was one of like the OG ones from like the 80s.
Oh, that'd be cool. Gotcha.
Like the fifth Doctor. Yeah.
Tom Baker.
Yeah, I think it was Tom Baker. But again, it was a kind of cool medieval story with but yeah, I'm not And then the book was like something Curse of the Daleks or some shit, but that had to be in the first guy because it was like a really old book.
Okay.
I think that the actor, his first name is actually pronounced Shooty.
That's what he said. I said earlier.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't say it this time. You called him Cootie.
No, I said Ncuti.
Okay, well, you're still pronouncing the N.
Again, not my fault.
You don't pronounce the N or the hard R.
Everybody's been saying it wrong the whole fucking episode. I corrected, and then nobody fucking, gets it right anyway. What the fuck? You think, you hang around with people with a cold, you don't heal them, you get you sick.
You're a germ, Oz, just so you know. You're a germ.
Maybe we need a camp for you.
Oh my god. Okay. You guys ready to talk about X-Men 97?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, look, we're gonna talk about X-Men 97. Jay, get on it.
Everybody's gay in this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Say again?
Well, they're trans. They're trans because they're X-Men.
Everybody's gay in X-Men 97, Derek?
Yes. I'm good with it. I'm cool with it. I don't care. But I did notice that everybody was gay. I was waiting for people to start kissing and stuff. Okay.
Except for Rogue, but then they kill her man. So maybe now next.
I mean, why not? Well, why not? Like, why don't we acknowledge Roberto and Jubilee?
Come on, Roberto doesn't know it. Roberto's got no game.
You don't have game. He's rich.
She's also thin Asian. Like they sometimes you can't tell them apart, the boys and the girls.
See, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to disparage the Jubilee like that. Look, Jubilee, they gave Jubilee a moment in this joint.
Yeah, them cheekbones are real wide.
She does nothing in here. Her powers. They show off how much her powers suck. And this when she's fighting fighting Bastion, she does literally nothing. It disgusts me when she got in the fight scene. I was like, just kill this bitch, because she ain't doing nothing right now.
What? Why is Derek so hyperbolic?
She is able to make her fireworks into like a saw and like does something impressive, but then never does it again.
Yeah, I thought that was actually pretty cool myself. But it was technically it was an older version of her that was in a virtual reality. So
no, in the finale she does it.
Wait, she did it in the finale?
She did it once in the finale fighting Bastion.
I didn't even see her do the saw. I thought she just did the like big fireworks.
Exactly. Then she goes back. That's her standby is the big fireworks. Because her other thing didn't do nothing.
The line was hilarious that Bastion said. What did he say to her? Are you gonna take me out with the 4th of July or take me down with the 4th of July or something like that? Now,
are you gonna take me out with the 4th of July? And she was like, I said, I've never heard that before. I'm like, bitch, you ain't doing nothing. Like she's trying to have a cool comeback. Her comeback is nothing. I've never heard that before. Like, what are you, 12? And yes, she is 12. So
no, listen, I thought the comeback was appropriate. That made sense. Okay. That's like, look, you're not special. You're not saying nothing I haven't heard before.
Okay.
It's like if you're gonna try to assault me, at least be original. But the episode, what did you all think? The finale of X-Men 97. Look, let's go to you, Oz. What'd you think?
It was fine.
It was 5.
No, fine. I didn't say 5. Let's not get crazy.
I heard it. It was 5. I heard it.
I don't remember if the original cartoon did this, but like when the episode starts, I always feel like I missed something. And I actually have to go to the episode before and see how that ended. Like, it feels like
it's a recap
like an hour later. No, but I mean, like the actual point where they start doesn't feel like where they left off. Like the last episode left off with Wolverine getting like his shit ripped out, and then this episode opens with Professor X and Magneto already like some shit happened, and now Professor X is in the brain. So like I feel like I missed something, and it does that. This series does that a couple of times.
They do skip a little bit, and I did notice that in this episode. It was like a weird transition from the last one, because like especially with the way the last one ended, like you do feel like if it was a comic book, like the next page should be something like that. But there's comics where it isn't, especially in X-Men. So it's like it's not too far. I didn't feel like how you felt, Oz, but I do know what you mean. I felt it with other comics for sure, where I'm not used to that for them, but for X-Men, that's kind of I've seen that happen before.
Do you not watch the recaps?
No, but it's not even about the recap. It's like there's the way the last shot of the last episode and in the beginning of this episode, it feels like it's like I thought it was a flashback. Like it just started with a flashback, and then what happens after it's like okay, Wolverine's already in the medical bay. Like there's no real like transition. Like that way that screen just shut off in that last episode. It pissed me off. I didn't like how it ended. Like I needed a little more. I need a minute.
Well, it's the last thing you see in the last episode before it goes to black
like,
is
you don't even see that
being ripped out.
Yeah, and you don't even get to see it that much. Like,
and then like Mo said, like Wolverine's in like a medical chamber now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like I missed something.
Like
it happened between the panels.
He should be screaming in pain for a little while.
Again, it happened. I've seen this happen in X-Men before. I've seen it happen in other comics, and it's not something I particularly like either. But I'm used to it. Like I'm not,
I didn't like that Wolverine was down the whole episode.
Well, they do.
His healing effect is a little bit better than this.
You never read Fatal.
No, it's not. Yeah, exactly.
Again, Oz. Yeah, like Wolverine was out for like 6 issues after Fatal Attractions.
Yeah, like that was like it was very traumatic, like the adamantium being ripped off of him.
Like the thing is, it puts him in a coma. It burns out his healing factor, so he's trying to heal. His body's trying to heal, and it can't. So he literally is like in a coma for like 3 issues or something.
How long does it take to put it back?
He doesn't get it back for like till like
years.
Apocalypse. Yeah,
I mean, but once they they say, okay, we're going to put it back, do the procedure, like how long does that take him out for?
No. Oh, go ahead.
So what happens is he has to rebuild his healing factor, and that takes years. Once it gets going, and then because of like everything he goes through in those adventures with the Bone Claws, like he has a healing factor substantial enough to do it again, to get it done again. But I don't even think it gets done. I think when they fix Age of Apocalypse, he just comes back with it again, right?
They just reset everything.
Yeah.
It like, you know what? That might be the case, because if I remember right, didn't he like regress for a little while? Like his healing factor made him like almost like
feral.
Yeah, and so so he was like almost like a caveman Wolverine for a little while.
Yeah, he was
then
eating wild animals and shit, and
and then actually I think Age of Apocalypse happened.
Yeah,
it reset when he came back.
Yeah,
that's so crazy.
I read comics, Larry.
Yeah.
I'm an X-Men fan.
Are we getting Age of Apocalypse now? Is that what they're?
I don't think so.
Like, they know who Apocalypse is, right? He was in the cartoons before.
Yeah.
They hear the name and they recognize it, I assume.
I don't remember. Did the X-Men fight Apocalypse in the old cartoon?
Yeah, they did. That's the whole reason Cable was coming back. He wanted to kill Apocalypse. He had so he came back for the Bishop came back for the Days of Future Past thing that they did. And then Cable came later and they had a whole thing with him. And it was like, he came with like, okay, after all these timeline jumps and everything, I finally found his weak spot, but it was like planted by Apocalypse and he screwed everything up. Then Apocalypse is that weird thing with the clocks where he had like 12 of the Omega level psychics to like kind of reset things, kind of they were trying to do a weird Age of Apocalypse thing that didn't pan out. And that's like towards the end of the season, the end of the series. Or at least, that's when I kind of stopped watching. But yeah.
Because I don't remember exactly.
They did have like a lot of episodes with Apocalypse because they had the whole thing with Angel and Archangel. They had the whole thing with Mystique and Rogue and her taking her to Apocalypse to try to become a horseman and stuff. Like they had the 4 horsemen. They had at that time it was Avalanche, Pyro, Archangel, and I forget who else. But
yeah. Huh. But it definitely seems like we might potentially we might get an Age of Apocalypse thing.
So
like there's a lot of things that are hinted at in this.
That means the return of Sugar Man, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even think of that. Like
it's gonna be comic book Sugar Man too. Like he's like, oh, this again? Like
I don't want Sugar Man in this show.
I can get you more.
I don't want.
We'll get you. Like that's gonna be the new Build-A-Figure for the season 2 of X-Men 97.
I don't want Sugar.
Will it still be X-Men 97 with a new season, or will it be X-Men 98?
I think they'll just call it like Age of Apocalypse. I think we're gonna get like a big event for the whole series.
Oh, so it won't even be called X-Men 97. It'll be called X-Men and then a different tagline.
Yeah, like
that would be interesting.
Because I mean, I was thinking they were going towards Onslaught, but that didn't happen. Yeah. So
I think that could potentially happen still
after like in that series, So, but I thought that's how they were gonna probably beat Bastion, but still not fix the whole world, because it would be from one, from the frying pan into the fire,
Yeah,
X-Men, but
yeah.
I thought that's what
going. Lawrence, real quick, do you have a Sugar Man action figure?
Yeah, we bought one.
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Was it the Build-A-Figure or is it a different one?
No, it wasn't Build-A-Figure.
We bought him an actual collectible that was like almost $200.
What? Was it $200?
Yeah, it was expensive. Like it was,
dude.
Because it's rare.
The Build-A-Fig is about that much because you have to get the actual.
Yeah. No, but we got him an actual vintage one still in the case and everything.
Yeah, no, I still have it.
Like, it was gonna be funny when he threw it out the window because it's like that shit was expensive, but he didn't throw it out the window. He's like, he was actually happy to get it, like a little.
Do me a favor, Mo. Send me a picture of the one you got him, so I don't get him the same one twice.
It's the
Jesus! I don't need any more sugar, man.
It's the X-Men Monster series. I mean, he has it back there, right? Like,
I mean, I do have it. I don't think it's right behind me, but I think it's in the closet over here.
A new one too.
It's in the closet with the Doctor Who.
but going back to what Derek was saying initially, like there is a lot of queer coded stuff happening in this episode, in this finale episode. Obviously, like the stuff that's happening with the flashback-ish mind thing that's happening between Xavier and Magneto definitely has like that kind of tone to it, which is
Magneto is literally in Xavier's arms the whole time. Like Xavier.
I mean, not the whole time.
No, he's cradling in his arms, like kissing him on his forehead.
But even like
no,
before
that's not true.
Before you realize where you're at, like Xavier's looking at him like. But they always had that weird like relationship or friendship, like I don't see it. It's not a big
special friendship.
It's not a big leap with these people. Like it's like they love each other so much they might fuck. They just don't. They'll just do MMA together or something.
Well, it's weird. They try to get around this whole stuff by having Xavier banging his girlfriend episode before last, whatever, to make sure everybody knows that he's hetero. And then, but this one, they're like, well, we are gonna make out, Magneto. So,
well, I don't think that they're. See, but I don't feel like that's why they're like, it's like it. I don't feel like they're trying to get around anything. It's more like he was in a relationship with Home Chick, and then he left her to come back
to Magneto. Yeah, see,
I don't know about. I don't know if it's with Magneto, but he came back to be with his X-Men.
Magneto.
So,
okay.
His X-Men.
But now the part that really tripped me out, though, that I thought was hilarious, especially given
the morph
what we've been talking about on the show, like for these past few weeks. Yeah, the morph point where he morphs into Jean, and I'm just like, Morph been waiting to say that to Wolverine since this series started. Like
he's like, I'm lucky he's in a coma.
Because literally,
would that work?
Would what work?
Could they have sex?
Yeah.
Morph and Wolverine?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they be able to have sex?
Okay, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
I'm just look. I'm just like Morph can turn into whoever he wants, but Morph don't have to change. Like Morph, Morph can just be Morph, right?
Wolverine,
Wolverine. We were just talking about the Doctor, right? And how long he's been around, and how look, Wolverine's been around almost as long, right?
Well, I think if you read comics, they do have a thing where he's bi, especially in the hell. Look, everybody in Krakoa is fluid at this point. Like that's why I'm not too worried
about everybody.
I don't know, man. They get onto like everything. Like
doesn't Krakoa itself bang another island?
Yeah, and it was a
yes,
dude.
It did.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
So
the islands are getting down.
At this point, it's like that's why it ended because it's like Sodom and Gomorrah. Yeah.
The good Lord wanted it to go.
Yeah, but
man, I missed the Krakoa era. Jeez.
Yeah, in the end, it doesn't like really matter. Like the cool shit he's done, he's still done. Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
but
in the movies,
but
they did it with Mystique, where she's like, she comes to him as like Jean, and then like changes into a dude, and then into Rogue, and then he gets pissed, and he's like, "Oh, fuck that," because Rogue was like a little girl.
Yeah. Jay, what did you think?
Oh, I liked it. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah. I mean, dude, like
and the
again,
cameos, man. Again with these cameos, they were just fucking awesome.
I agree.
Like seeing Daredevil doing like his street thing.
100%.
We did
Look,
Parker and Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Like you just Silver Samurai for some reason. Like
Samurai be samuraiing.
That's gonna come into play.
Why do they keep bringing Silver Samurai back though? Like why? Because that's like the third time he's shown up.
I think we're probably gonna get like a Wolverine spinoff since he didn't really shine here, but people want him. They're probably gonna do like the whole Japan stuff with Wolverine, like as a short or something. His own.
I love seeing like this is how indoctrinated friggin' the general populace is. Since Wolverine didn't get to shine here, it's like Wolverine's shown just as much as everybody else in this joint. Like he just wasn't the center.
Right, but again, he's not. We're not used to seeing him like that. Not even in the fucking comics. So, like, well, he has his own series in the comics aside from the X-Men stuff.
Right, but this isn't.
So why can't we
get
a
show?
Right. So can't we not have a Wolverine show?
Nobody's. I'm not saying you can't have Wolverine.
I don't know, man. That's what it sounded like, man.
See, that's what I'm saying. All I said was you said he didn't get to shine in this show, and it's like Wolverine was at the center of a lot of stuff happening.
What I said, a lot of people are saying that he didn't get to shine. That's the consensus on the internet. I'm not saying that's
but what I'm saying is those are all people that are indoctrinated.
But
because Wolverine got more screen time than most of the people on the team, right?
You tell them, let me. Well, I already know you don't want me to have my team, so
Scott was giving them the go ahead. Scott was giving him the go ahead to have sex with his wife. He was like, "Don't you die until you have sex with my wife."
No, no, that's not what he said.
You better put it inside of her. You can't die until you put it inside of her.
See,
you know she wants you to. I know she wants you to. I want to watch.
Oh my god!
Hey, Larry, you think we're gonna get X-Men? No, not the. Not
I know who you meant. I know who you meant. Which it just made me laugh because you said it, and all I thought about was the paper sideburns.
I wish we never posted it because I can't say it. But seeing the young dude.
Yeah, I think that we are definitely in the next season gonna have to see like at least a young Nate Gray. Yeah. But here's the thing: like we're not gonna get X-Man unless we get the Age of Apocalypse, only because he'll still have the techno-organic virus.
Yeah.
But I definitely think we're gonna get like a more like a psychic powerful Nate, you know?
How about
telekinetic?
If we get, I know you don't want the Wolverine like miniseries or whatever.
No, I'm perfectly look. Wolverine can have his own series, especially if it's as good as this. I have no problem with that.
Backpedaling. You sound like a politician in the early 2000s.
I'm just saying, man.
But how about we get like a Soldier X spinoff? Like, because we already got 2 versions of Cable here.
Mm-hmm.
And then with, especially with the Age of Apocalypse stuff and potential, like even MCU, like timey-wimey stuff.
It sounds like you're trying to get to what was going on with MCU where they're bringing so many spinoffs. Like they could bring like 5 or 6 spinoffs from this one show, but then they be MCU-izing it by having too many spinoffs.
You see how many gay people are in it? They're already MCU-izing it.
They're gonna have like 8, like Age of Apocalypse, Days of Future Past, Wolverine and Kitty Pryde, Scott and Jean, redo the Phoenix one. They're gonna go look like crazy with their animation.
Yeah, so what? Do it till it's bad.
I would say
word down.
Just like the comics, just do it till it's bad, and then have an event.
No, don't do too many at once. Like you can do them all, but just take your time with each one.
No, I don't have that much time. I want it all.
10 years from now.
What are you saying, Jay?
What I would have liked to see a spin-off is an Avengers show done by this team, like with this tone.
I wouldn't be mad at that either.
They did that already,
even though I don't
didn't they?
know.
No.
No, this
what are you talking
team
about? Like,
hasn't done an Avengers show.
Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Yeah,
that
that's
was,
a different team.
yeah.
Earth Mightiest Heroes was great too, but
Yeah,
yeah,
they-
I wouldn't like.
They
I
messed
wouldn't
up.
mind. Did they mess it up or they just canceled it?
They changed it. They changed it to the funny one, like the
Oh,
more
well,
funny
yeah.
one. Like,
Yeah, they decided to go with something different. Yeah, but yeah, I would totally watch an Avengers show, especially like with it being like potentially like a 90s esque kind of team. Like I love that time period of Avengers. So
well, that's
We got like Iron Man in this episode.
But that's the
And, yeah,
thing.
he's just there, but like Cap and Iron Man, it's like
that team
with this level of storytelling. Like I would love to see an Avengers cartoon do that.
So that
like,
Iron Man,
Mightiest Heroes was great, but it is not X-Men 97.
right,
They're not doing what X-Men 97 is doing.
that Iron Man is from the Iron Man cartoon of or the one that was on Channel 5. And so they could basically redo that if how X-Men 97 do. I think that one ended in 98 or something. So like do it like 99, Iron Man 99 or something. Make it a theme. Yeah.
In any case,
Yeah, I mean-
I'm out.
yeah. Oh, you gone, Jay? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Look, I was like, Jay could have rated it.
Yeah.
He could have rated it. Damn it, Jay. Come back and rate it, Jay. But I'm sure.
Yeah, put it
I
on.
know, right? I'm like, hey, what do you rate it, goddamn? No. put it in chat, Jay, you son of a bitch. No. But yeah. So what else do we need to talk about for this show? This particular episode.
Nah, man, that's it. I mean, I never get used to Morph being somebody else every time a door opens. Like he was Sauron when they got to fucking Asteroid M, and I'm like,
yeah.
oh, Sauron, I'm like,
Yeah.
probably fuck with Sauron could probably fuck with Bastion a little, like fuck with his mutant power or something. And I'm like, well, wait, that ain't Sauron.
I had to back up when he turned into Mr. Fantastic. And I was like, wait. I was like, was that Mr. Fantastic? Yeah.
Right.
I love that.
Right. Also, too, like I love that we got a Cloak and Dagger friggin' cameo too. I was like, that was really cool. I was like, damn, like,
yeah.
I can't wait for them to
cool.
give them. I can't wait for them to give those two like another 6 episodes to do absolutely nothing in.
It's too funny, man. Oh, dude. But yeah, like it was just really well done. And again, I love how they have like the particular set pieces for the animation. And this one was like I felt like it was the rogue portion where she finally gets her hands on Bastion initially. And then also too, I feel like Magneto saving the day too. It's just like a lot of good stuff. I mean, I guess there was technically more than a few because I think you might be able to even put the Phoenix thing in there to a lesser degree. Even though that's probably the lowest point of the episode. It's like it was cool to see, but it definitely felt very like Deus Ex Machina. We're just like we got to figure out a way for them to get out of this. The Phoenix.
They had to pay an homage to X-Men 3.
I guess. I don't know. But yeah. But I mean, all in all, man, just an amazing season of television and animation and comic book friggin' superhero fiction. Like, man, like I'm like I would never have anticipated that this show is going to be this good.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's because my bar was set by the original series, and I thought this one would be better than that, but not like this. Like I'm just like, man, like I can't wait for another season. So,
well, still doesn't it still come down to like that the United States was complicit in the murder of a few, basically a mutant genocide on Genosha?
Yeah.
I don't it depends on how you look at it. I think just because
didn't you say it was Bastion that did that?
Right. Yeah, like he was like in working with the American government, but they say they didn't know that was going to happen.
The person that lets Magneto loose is the government ambassador, right?
Right. Yeah, Val Cooper.
But her presence basically means that the government that proves that solidifies the government's involvement.
I mean, but technically, it was
like you can't bring all. That's like Hitler saying, "Look, it was all Goebbels." Like I didn't know what he was doing over there. Like he killed a bunch of people, but I didn't know.
Yeah,
like,
that's like saying Val Cooper should have killed herself. Yeah.
No, but
Val Cooper should have did more. She should have did more.
Like Val Cooper happened to be there in person because Bastion's in America, but though it was the world governments that were all colluding and talking to Bastion. So it's like it's the whole world that's complicit, not just America. If that's the standard. Now, don't get me wrong. Like obviously, with everybody else not being there, and Val Cooper actually being present, you could be like, "Oh man, I can't believe those Americans did that." Like that's the kind of thing that happens in real life sometimes, right? But at the end of the day, it's like technically it was all of them colluding, just not to necessarily do what Bastion was setting out to do. So potentially, so
I'm just saying Magneto was right.
Amen. Amen.
Didn't she say that too? Who said that? Somebody said that.
Yeah, Val Cooper said it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lawrence, I just bought you a Sugar Man, so you got to remind me to take it in July.
I don't need a Sugar Man, Lawrence.
It's not what you need. It's what you need to have.
I don't need to have that. I have enough. I don't need any more. Listen.
No such thing as enough.
Oh, Jesus. I just had a scary thought of like
it starts walking around
a room of Sugarmen. it's just like random Sugarmen gifts. Ugh. Whatever.
I would get all your white covers and have somebody draw Sugarman.
For Halloween, Mo should put on like a couple extra arms and be Sugar Man.
Damn.
This one comes with a
I do change my mask.
Oh, jeez. Okay, let's rate X-Men 97. Derek H., what would you rate X-Men 97 out of 5?
The entire episode out of 5, I'll give it a 4.5. It was good. I look forward to seeing another one. The ending I thought was kind of weak. I thought they went soft with the ending by just saying, "Oh, something magic happened," and they're all in different time zones or time periods or whatever. But I look forward to X-Men 98 and seeing them bring everything, keep everything moving forward. So yeah, 4.5 out of 5. Good job.
Oz, what would you rate X-Men 97?
Are we just doing the last episode or the whole series?
You know what? You can do the whole series. Why not?
If it's the whole series, I'll just go 5.
Okay.
It was better than
if it was the last episode. What would you have done it?
I kind of agree with Derek, but somewhere between 4 and 4.5, specifically for that ending. I like that it sets up the next season, but it feels like a cop out a little bit.
Okay.
And we might not get as good a season because the head dude got fired, right?
Yeah.
I think he wrote 2 seasons worth.
Oh, all right.
So they already got his stuff. All right. So yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah. And and there's even rumors or rumblings that they might mess around and because nobody knows exactly what happened. They're saying like maybe he might get hired back.
Look, if season 2
Season
is
3.
as good as season 1, I'll subscribe to his OnlyFans. Okay.
Well, he got all the gay stuff in this last episode, so.
Okay, I mean, hey, Most Magnum. What would you rate X-Men 97?
The series of 5, and about 4.5 for this one. Not that it went soft, but it's it could have gone a little harder. Other episodes went a little harder, but it's still not a disappointment by any means. So 4.5.
That Gambit episode went real hard.
Dude,
so good. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. The episode before this, the penultimate episode went harder. So
yeah. I would give it. I mean, definitely this as a series, it's a 5, no question. As the final episode, I think I would still give it a 5. But here's the thing. I feel like, I just find the way it ended intriguing because there's so many different things that I see based on, the stuff I know and have read. So that's just where being a fan, I think, comes a little bit more into play. So I'm just okay,
the Ascani, seeing the Ascani.
Yeah. That whole thing. Yeah. Right. That's literally I'm okay, he's wearing the same outfit he wore in the Cyclops and Phoenix, friggin' limited series, and I'm just dude, are we about to get some legit Slim and Red in animated form? I would love to see that. Then the X-Men are in Egypt and they find friggin' Ensabanor, and I'm and he's looking like how he did in the Apocalypse miniseries, and I'm just are we about to get Apocalypse legit origin stuff animated? I'm okay, cool. Then we got Forge, they're putting together a new team of X-Men, and I'm dude, that's straight out of the comics too. And I'm man, I'm just I just want to see who's going to be the next generation of X-Men while they're all gone. Because if I can get a story, just those 3 stories alone are enough. Present day, new X-Men, friggin' ancient Egyptian X-Men, and then far-flung future X-Men. They can, as far as I'm concerned, they can just do one episode and alternate, from each of those storylines. And then if they want to have them coalesce at the end, cool. And if they don't, that's fine too. Yeah. Whatever. I'll take it. It's gonna be awesome. So I can't wait for they can't make season 2 fast enough, as far as I'm concerned. So man, I hope they've already been working on it. I hope. Damn. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I got sad.
They had 2 seasons. 2 seasons. They should have done them already and bring them out next week. Yeah.
There it is. Mo's give me the good load all at once.
Yeah.
He's morph me. So, all right. Look, it's time for us to get out of here.
Thank you, Derek. Bye, Derek.
Oh, wait. Let's let Derek have a final thought. Oh, wait. Do I need to?
I'll do it.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Let me just.
Oh, Derek's muted. He muted himself
for some reason.
Oh, he's pooping. Derek, just hang up on us if you pooping.
By the way, not only is there a second season, they're also working on the third one.
Nice. Exciting. As they should be. That show's great. So,
what is the Magneto Protocol? Is the Magneto Protocol just shooting a bunch of missiles at the asteroid?
It sounds stupid because the missiles are metal.
I think they're nukes, but that doesn't make any difference, right? Exactly. So I don't know what the Magneto Protocol was in the show, because like all they did show was missiles. So I don't know what that was supposed to be. I know in the comics it was different. In the comics, I feel like it was like anti-electromagnetic satellites or something like that.
And why does Stark have to be there? Why was Stark there to enact it? What's the military industrial complex is very involved in the United States government, it seems.
Yeah.
Because he should not have been there for that decision-making process. That's all.
I mean, hey, he's Iron Man. Like he might have made all that stuff. Might be his missiles.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
All right. Is that your final thought, Derek?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, thanks for calling in, Derek. We appreciate you, man.
I like Daz's Fallout unboxing too. It was fun.
My soft package.
Nice.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Nice. Thanks, Derek. Good night, man. Oscore, final thoughts.
I thought about that soft package joke when I recorded it. When I saw the description, I was like, "Damn, it's a missed opportunity." But my package is up and waiting for you to check it out.
No. Oh, jeez. Of course it is. Of course it is. Jesus Christ, man. Give us some final thoughts. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Most Magnum.
I sent you guys a preview.
Say what?
More stuff to come. I sent you guys a preview.
Cool. Oh, sweet.
Like Derek said, there's other stuff on our channel, not just this live stream. And we try to make some stuff here and there, and you get it as soon as we finish editing. Yeah.
There it is.
You just gotta like, subscribe, and hit the bell.
For the entire Fantastic Forum, thank you all for hanging out with us. We do appreciate you. Keep letting us know what it is you want to hear, what it is you want to see. But until then, we're the Fantastic Forum. Have a good night.